In late 2016, something strange began happening in Havana, Cuba. US diplomats stationed at the embassy there started experiencing mysterious symptoms: headaches, dizziness, memory loss, and most disturbingly, a strange high-pitched sound that seemed to target them in their own homes. It was subtle at first, but soon, more and more individuals began to report the same bizarre symptoms. This was the beginning of what would come to be known as Havana Syndrome, a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. The first report came from a CIA officer who was stationed in Havana. He described hearing an intense, high-pitched sound, followed by an overwhelming feeling of nausea and disorientation. At first, it seemed like an isolated incident, but it wasn't long before others in the embassy, diplomats, intelligence agents, even their families, reported similar experiences. The symptoms ranged from mild discomfort to debilitating pain. What was causing this? Could it be some sort of attack, or was it just a case of mass hysteria? The truth, it seemed, was far more unsettling. The symptoms spread by early 2017. More than 24 US embassy staff and their families had reported experiencing the mysterious symptoms. Many of them described hearing an otherworldly sound, often compared to the buzzing of cicadas or the grinding of metal. Others heard nothing at all but felt an intense pressure in their heads, as if something invisible was squeezing their skulls. Medical tests showed strange results. Many of those affected had suffered mild traumatic brain injuries similar to a concussion, but there had been no visible attack, no break-ins, no known toxin or weapon. So what was happening to these people? A sonic weapon? Speculation ran wild. Some believed that the US diplomats were being targeted by a new type of sonic weapon, a device capable of emitting high-frequency sound waves that could cause physical harm without leaving a trace. But who would do such a thing, and why? Was it a foreign government trying to sabotage US intelligence operations? Some pointed fingers at Russia, others at Cuba, but no one could prove anything. Yet, the theory of a sonic weapon was troubling. Could such a device really exist, powerful enough to cause brain damage, but so discreet that it left no trace? Theories and confusion. As more cases emerged, not just in Cuba, but also in China and other parts of the world, the mystery deepened. Some experts suggested that the sounds people were hearing were not actually the cause of their symptoms, but merely a side effect of some unknown weapon. Others proposed that the entire phenomenon could be psychological, an example of mass hysteria brought on by the high-stress environment of working in a foreign embassy. But medical professionals remained perplexed. Many of the victims showed real, measurable brain injuries. How could that be explained by hysteria alone? And why were the symptoms so similar no matter where they occurred? The ongoing mystery. Years have passed, and the mystery of Havana Syndrome remains unsolved. Despite extensive investigations by the CIA, the FBI, and other intelligence agencies, no conclusive evidence has been found. Was this an intentional attack using a secret weapon? Or was it something more innocuous but equally unknown, a natural phenomenon we simply don't yet understand? Even now, US diplomats and intelligence officers continue to report similar symptoms across the globe. The victims describe the same strange sounds, the same debilitating effects, and yet the cause remains elusive. The mystery of Havana Syndrome has left governments, scientists, and intelligence agencies scrambling for answers. Could this be the dawn of a new kind of warfare, one we don't fully comprehend? Or is it simply a case of human psychology under stress? The truth, it seems, lies just out of reach, hidden in the shadows. Until we uncover it, diplomats remain under siege by an invisible enemy, and the world remains haunted by the question, what or who is behind the Havana Syndrome? Thank you for joining us in this journey through one of the most unsettling modern-day mysteries. If you have your own theories, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the unknown.